Hi, my name is Tanza, and today I'm going to be recording a rebuttal about whether or not minors should have access to gender affirmative care. This video is for my psychology and legal issues class. Grace brought up some really great points in her opening statement video in which she defended access to these medical treatments. However, I think it's important that we take a step back to examine the long term effects and consequences of allowing minors to undergo medical transitions. While these treatments may seem like the solution to alleviate the stress of transgender youth, there are significant risks that can't be ignored, from the lack of long term data on the effect of hormone therapies on developing bodies to the psychological uncertainty that comes with such permanent changes. These are serious issues that need to be addressed before making the decision available to young people. And I want to emphasize that this debate is not about denying transgender youth the right to express their identity, but about ensuring that any medical intervention they receive is carefully considered, backed by comprehensive research, and done with the utmost respect and caution for long term health and well being. My first argument is that adolescents, due to the ongoing brain development, may lack the maturity required to make irreversible decisions about their gender identity. It's important to understand that minors are not fully equipped to make decisions that require the judgment and the foresight that's typically needed for responsible and adult choices. There are age restrictions on a number of things, including buying alcohol, buying firearms, voting, and even enlisting in the military. And all of these restrictions have been put into effect because of the research that has been found supporting this evidence. The American Psychological Association has used magnetic resonance imaging to show that the prefrontal cortex, which is associated with decision making and impulse control, doesn't fully mature until the age of about 25. And this evidence really emphasizes the argument that youth may not fully grasp the long term effects of medical interventions such as hormone therapy or surgeries. And my second argument is that many young people experience shifts in their gender identity during adolescence. Studies have shown that individuals may outgrow feelings of gender dysphoria, and irreversible treatments could lead to regret if a young person changes their identity later on. Thomas D. Stensma and his colleagues, in a study that they did, found that 80% of adolescents change their minds and do not continue getting gender affirmative care into adulthood. Allowing children to go through with irreversible gender affirmative treatments can also limit exploration of gender identities later on in life. And finally, my final argument is that youths may be particularly vulnerable to social influences, including peer pressure or the desire to fit into a certain group. The Philadelphia Mental Health Center noted that adolescents are constantly and they naturally seek the approval of their peers, which can drive them to engage and conform to behaviors and norms that they normally wouldn't engage in, and there's something that their peers would find appealing. With the research on youth susceptibility to peer pressure, as well as the alarming number of minors who change their mind about gender affirming treatments, there is a huge concern that minors may choose gender affirmative care based on external influences rather than an independent decision about their own identity. While Grace made some really great points that allowing minors to have access to gender confirming treatments may help increase the mental health and happiness of transgender youth, the research shows that youths are at a highly developmental stage in life with concerns around their decision making, their changing of decisions, and external influences, It's really important that we allow our youth to reach a developmental point in which they can have a chance to fully understand the long term physical and psychological effects of gender affirming care.